probably because of y'all being here. Now, if you would have asked me some time ago, I never would have thought that I'd be here before you to address my fellow graduate students. Mainly because I thought they'd want me to give my speech tomorrow for commencement. A little bigger party, but not the case today. So we'll get it over with so I can rest easy tomorrow. You know, I truly am honored to have this opportunity, and I spent much time thinking about how to address you all and to gather my thoughts, to provide something that is going to be beneficial. I've been to graduations before. You usually have the speech given by the valedictorian, people catching a quick cat nap, take their pictures at the end and go on their way. I wasn't the valedictorian, and my teachers can attest to that, but I am passionate. I'm determined and hopeful that I can provide something that will have a little more sense of humor, that can be entertaining as well as useful. First off, all glory to God. Since I was little, my parents instilled in my mind the importance of faith and service. My belief in Him is what's carried me to where my family and I are today. Now, let me direct my attention to these graduates, because they've all worked hard to be here. They've kept moving when the time was difficult. Today, we celebrate you. Tomorrow, we continue to celebrate you. And on the third day, at least for the occupational therapy students, we go back to school. This might not be so funny now, but I got a feeling in a few years from now, we might be able to get a laugh out of it. From the beginning, I knew this day would come just too soon. And I just tried to do all that I could to embrace it for all it's worth. Life is busy, and graduate school has been no exception. We've all spent countless hours reading books, chapters, watching UJ's class recordings, discussing assignments with classmates. The list will go on and on. But let's take a deep breath now, folks, because we made it. You're in caps and gowns because we did it. Well done. None of this would have been possible with each of our support systems. Mine consisting of my family, my wife, my 2 children. This trip has been a roller coaster ride with ups and downs. I'm talking full loops and corkscrews. Our hands were up. We're kicking and screaming about the ego we made, and I couldn't have done it without you. And I can feel the love from all those in attendance today who are here, and for those who are not able to be here at this time. But you're the reason that we are here. You kept cheering us on and kept us in the fight. You helped us get up after being knocked down, and because you knew what was within each of us. You believed in us, and thank you for being there when we needed you most. Many may see this day as an end to a chapter, but with any great story, the best is yet to come. We will be moving forward, heading in different directions, discovering plot twists that we have yet to see. Life will remain a mystery, but it's our habits and reactions to life changes and the attitude of our choosing that will determine the well-being of our future. Nebraska Methodist College has instilled in my mind the importance of becoming a lifelong learner, one who continually seeks out opportunities to stretch our minds and mental capacities to limits unknown. I venture to say that those experiences that make us most uncomfortable are often the most rewarding. Not long ago, our second semester, we faced graduate level anatomy and physiology. I know there were some meltdowns and much needed heart-to-heart discussions with Dr. Hendricks. I still wonder how I made it, because I don't have any honors scores and I'm not the valedictorian, but I did make it. The struggle was real and the time was difficult. I watched anatomy videos online, I re-listened to class lectures, I met with tutoring sessions with Emily and Kelsey sitting out there, and hard work always pays off. If we move forward with the determination that we put forth for schooling, we will not only be successful, but we will be unstoppable in our professions. The skills that we have acquired are not limited to school, not to future employment, but to life. These experiences have taught us that we can do hard things, and that with the help of many, hard work is made light. We have been taught to critically think, analyze, question, and most importantly, the importance of working well with one another. We have participated in many group assignments. Perhaps too many group assignments, let me reiterate. Working with others was not always the most convenient, but it is often the way that healthcare is the most proficient and effective. People play nice with one another and be kind. The workplace is much more enjoyable when we continually bring positivity. This is like walking into campus every morning and being greeted by Victoria. And Deb, let me say, that woman deserves a raise. I think we would all agree with that. She really does. Every morning she greets me like it's the first time she's ever met me. Saying something, Michael, good morning and welcome. You already know life is good. If I don't know how your day is going to end up, I sure do know how it's going to start. Sincerity and positive attitudes go a long way, and they are key in creating an environment that is conducive to learning, to teaching, and to loving. 2 more short stories to sum it up, and I'll be done. Somehow during this journey, I decided I wanted to add to the chaos and run a marathon. I'm not sure what I was thinking in the moment, because looking back, 26.2 miles seems pretty miserable. Not sure if I'd do it again. People say, you must like running. Well, I might enjoy it a little bit, but I've never met anyone that enjoys it that much, okay? I knew it would be difficult to accomplish, so I did some recruiting. I invited every one of my classmates. There was one who decided to partake in this journey, and that was Hannah. She didn't require much convincing. She must have found something similarly intriguing about this idiotic idea that I had. We held ourselves accountable the best we could. We woke up early and we ran for hours. We set out to make a dream come true. We made goals and we worked towards them. We put in the time and determination to run, to keep running until the pain was numb, and then run some more. Hannah, thanks for doing that with me. I learned that pain and unpleasant feelings can be overcome by our mentality. It's the mental that often provides the strength that we need to be strong. Anyone can accomplish a marathon with the support they need. Most people don't because they don't believe it in their head, or they just want to save their breath, and frankly, I can't fault you for either. But if I can do it, you can too, if you believe in yourself. Self-doubt will always limit progress and waste away on your true potential. We are all crazy and no one fits the cookie-cutter image of the ideal. Don't work to impress those around you. Work on loving yourself, and then surely those around you will come to see you the good within. Last short story here that I titled Words of Wisdom by Doug. While being out in Omaha, we found our way out to another classmate's childhood home, Leah's. We were greeted there by the utmost for hospitality. Her mother, Kathy, would always be completing the last stages of preparing a homemade peach pie. I'm starting to think she'd probably wait to see us driving up on the gravel driveway and get back in the kitchen and pretend like she's finishing up that peach pie, but as soon as you meet her, you know that's not the case. That's just the love that's in their heart. We always had a good time. A glimpse of what life might have been living like on their farm. I must say it must be pretty good too. It was always so fun to be there. After being spoiled and showered with love, Leah's father, Doug, would always share advice for life. One thing that stuck with me that he said is, life isn't as bad as some people might say it is, and it certainly isn't as good either. Life is what we make it. It's our choice, what our life becomes. We often think that this world is crude, but it continues to offer freedom. I love my country. We are blessed with the ability to choose what we want to do, when we want to do it, and how it gets done. These choices can work towards something great, and our potential is limitless. We are people capable of greatness. Our toolkits have been built up with education and experiences, and now it's our time to take them and put them to work. Let's continue forth working hard, playing harder, and saving time to serve those around us. By doing these things, we will continue toward greatness. We can add to the Methodist College legacy and leave a legacy of our own to be followed and one to be proud of. Thanks for having me. Y'all been my family for the past few years. corporate staff. We are all NMC family now. And this isn't the end to something good, but rather the beginning of something greater. Let's continue working together to make it happen. God bless and party on.